again in 1.14, but I decided to delete the old world because I feel like it started off really bad and you didn't get to see me make the world. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and make the world here live at the beginning of the stream because we're cool, epic, awesome people. And yeah. Survival structures, no cheats, no bonus chest. I don't do that. And then, I don't know what the seed should be. Nobody's really in chat right now, so nobody can suggest a seed. But what we're gonna do is just type random numbers and letters. So that's the seed. And that's the world. So in one, this really weird like loading screen that I don't fully like or think is cool or anything, but like I deal with it. It's kind of boring though. Minecraft's loading screen has always been boring, but like, what do you mean how weird? Alright, shut up. Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah. I don't like it, you're right. That's crazy. Yeah, it is really weird though. What do you not true? What do you mean not true? So we're back to basics here. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna fucking ban you from my chat. Shut the fuck up, dude. I know this is some engaging and riveting gameplay. I didn't even finish breaking that whole tree. But no, I'm not gonna say that. No, that's very rude of you. I'm not gonna spell it either. There's no reason for me to say that right now. It's not content. It's not good content. You should have been here when I was making the world, so you could have suggested a seed. It could have been pen 15, but no. You just weren't here, so you couldn't have said it. Hey, can you tell me if the music's too loud? Because I'm not listening to my audio right now, and I feel like the music's too loud. Alright, go ahead, say the N-word. Ban you from my chat. But first, tell me if the music's too loud or not. Because it's kind of blasting right now. Alright, everyone in chat said the Nils is stupid. Stupid. All of nobody in the chat. Said the Nils is stupid. Please, dude, just say the Nils is stupid just once. Come on, please, just once. It'll be real quick, come on, please. He just messaged me on Discord. I sent him the Twitch Prime code for a free deck on Magic, and because I don't play Magic, and I don't know who else to give it to, and he plays Magic, so he messaged me that it was for a free deck, which was epic. Dylan's such a rude dude. He's just so mean to me all the time. He's never nice to me. Always just insults me, berates me. Never says anything encouraging, man. Such an asshole. He's such an asshole. Alright, I feel like this is enough stone to get, like, all the tools. And such. Oh wait, I didn't even put it into hard and then lock it. There you go. So now we're unlocked on hard. I can't switch it to peaceful or anything stupid like that. And that basically means I need to go ahead and find a place to live very, very fast. And then just dig. The most boring part of the game. Even though it's in the name, you know? I'm sorry, little one. Your time has come. Getting an upgrade. Here we go. Alright. So first, actually, on the agenda should be food. So if I do come into any mobs, then I can kill them. And heal after. Or maybe even a bed, so I don't have to kill any mobs at all. Okay, I did pick that up. There was no pop, though. Alrighty. The only reason I have subtitles on is just so I'm able to hear things that I usually would not be able to. And, yeah. Are those pigs up there? No, it's a pumpkin up there. Okay. Oh, chickens. I think later on in the series, or later on today, in this episode, I might start a chicken farm. Chicken farm! I might start a chicken farm. So that would be absolutely epic. That'd be an epic victory royale. And, it actually would be, like, really fun to go ahead and set up a chicken farm. I don't know. I need to set up some goals for the world, so I'm not just completely just meandering about without really having anything to do, as I usually do. Streaming this is gonna make it so I'm gonna have to interact, just like with space. I just have to keep talking most of the time. Try and keep things interesting for myself and for anybody who decides to watch this in its entirety. Which I stream for like hours. I don't know why anybody would ever watch the VOD of it, the playback of it. Like, the only reason anybody would ever watch this is if it was live, and me streaming on YouTube on my small little channel isn't going to gain any traction other than from the people who are subbed, which is mostly just, you know, friends. No family, thank God. But mostly just friends. This is more of just like a hobby type thing. Playing games is a hobby in and of itself, but like I'm just saying, streaming I don't take seriously at all. I stream whenever I'm just like bored half the time. But that's a really nice land formation. I want to render the rest of it in just to see how far it goes. Excuse me. Oh, the little boar. I thought this was connected to that actually, but this is still really cool. More. Oh, village. Yeah, this is 1.14, the Village and Pillager update, if anybody does not know. They've completely redone villages and added a new event to them called pillaging, or pillagers, or raids, there we go. Pillager raids, where they would attack a village and try and kill its, inhabitants. They also changed the whole trading system, and gave villagers beds. Wait, that's new. I can only sleep at night and during thunderstorms. Not even while it's just raining. Huh. Wow, that's new. Only during thunderstorms now. That's really interesting, actually. I had nobody talk about that change at all. I like them. So we got some pumpkins later on for endgame type stuff. Anyway. I don't want to steal their beds, because I want to leave this village intact and come back to it later. But for now, it seems like there's no specialized villager. Oh, no, there's a specialized villager. Oh, that's what the stone cutter does. Huh. I actually had no idea. It's my first time ever seeing that block and first time ever using it, really. So, yeah. I want to save it for, like... I'll save this village for the end game. For when I have lots of... invites. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, the trades are actually fair now. Oh, fair to an extent. but like they're not completely useless. There's the cat. Here's the uncle. Oh, there's a game that's spawn now, and this extremely I'm gonna stop ringing it now. I'm sorry. I don't know how it sounds on the stream since I'm not actively monitoring the audio, but I'm sorry. Really gotta get used to playing without quality of life mods, man. Once you start playing modern Minecraft, there's so many quality of life mods. Like inventory tweaks and vein miner. You just get so used to it. It just becomes so nice. But I'm pretty sure vein miner is a completely client-side mod, which I found extremely surprising because that means that if a server doesn't have like a packet limit, you can just mine veins on a server, which is really interesting to me at least. There's also another couple of client-side mods that I found really surprising, which was like Ray's minimap, or like the minimap mods are completely client-side, and what am I looking at? Or here's what you're looking at are also completely client-side, which is very surprising as well. I'm gonna get out of here before this village gets raided. Some block lag. Actually, that's just some client-side lag. I'm just gonna get out of here before this village gets raided and I get slaughtered like I did in the last episode over and over again. So I'm just gonna keep heading out and find a nice little hole to sit in and wait out the night. Actually, I should have enough to go ahead and craft a bed. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna craft a bed and head down into this place. And then we'll see where it takes us, see what we get, so on and so forth. My stomach is grumbling even though I just ate. You know what I should do? I should make a furnace. Cook the food that I gathered. I don't need more coal, actually. Cave noises. Actually, no, I do need more coal. Torches. I knew I heard it somewhere. Where though? Is he just up top underneath the tree? Where? In here? What am I supposed to do? There it is. Yay, Monster Hunter. Danilo started playing that game. What to talk about, man? Oh, the village is burning down. That sucks. Alright, that sucks for them. Anyway, what to talk about? I don't really know. I don't have many topics to really talk about, and there's nobody in chat to really discuss it with. There's not really a point in like bringing up a topic of discussion, you know? Oh, I need to go watch anime. I don't need to, but of course I just want to. But yeah. Yo, guys, let me know in the comment section what anime you guys are watching in this spring season. Me, personally, myself, I was a fan of One Punch Man in Season 2. I thought it was an absolute amazing show. And I was really excited when they announced the second season. But I was extremely skeptical when JC Staff was assigned to it, like most people. And when they released that second PV, oh my god, I thought it was going to be completely ruined and trash. I even considered just completely not even watching it, the second season, you know? I was just like, there's no way. The guys who animate Shokugeki no Soma and Toradora are going to be able to pull off the type of stuff in the first season. And of course, they weren't able to pull it off. The first episode honestly was so trash. It's so bad, the first episode. It's a really like terrible first episode. But in my opinion, I don't see episode 2 and 3 as like that bad. I honestly just felt a nice sense of gratification and like not gratification, that's the wrong word. I felt a nice sense of just I need to find a word for it to describe it. I felt a sense of just I guess the closest thing I could say was like peace, that they aren't JC staff, the studio, isn't fully able to like recreate the first season's animation style and like do the kind of effects and camera movements that the first season did, because it's just a completely different team that is honestly extremely inexperienced with that kind of animation style and camera movement. But for JC staff, I feel like it's a nice milestone. I feel like proud for JC staff. You know, like they were able to pull off some interesting fight animation. It's definitely not the best. It's definitely not the worst. But I feel like it's a nice achievement for JC staff and a nice just midway point that I'm able to deal with and I'm able to accept for the second season. It's definitely not the first season. It's definitely not going to be able to beat the first season. But like for JC staff, I feel like it's a nice accomplishment for them to be able to animate action at a mediocre level, you know? Like it gives the team more experience being able to animate like that. And like I honestly just felt like hyped when I saw episode 2, and episode 3 was also really good in my opinion. Not really good, but it was like okay on like for the second season. It was okay. I enjoyed it though. The fact is that I enjoyed it. You know, like I don't completely hate what they've done. I don't completely like what they've done either. I definitely feel like there's gonna be beats in the episodes later on where like you're just gonna be able to see some horrible, horrific animation. I don't even notice that Genos is CG that much, honestly. Like I expected it just to be the most sore, like eyesore of the whole series. I expected CG Genos to be the most biggest eyesore, stand out the most for the whole season. But honestly, like I can't even notice it half the time because I'm just like their action frames are honestly really fast. Half of it, like they're kind of fast, and it's hard to notice exactly like all the imperfections. But of course, like if someone wants to go ahead and point out all imperfections, they're gonna go ahead and cherry pick the animation. They're gonna like pause on a frame and be like, "Oh my God, look how bad Genos looks," right? But like honestly, episode 2 and 3 of OPM season 2 wasn't as bad as episode 1 or the PV. The second PV was absolute trash. I mean, like there's no excuse for how bad it was and just how horribly they animated it. But like yeah, like I don't fully, you know, endorse OPM season 2, but like I wouldn't tell people to not watch it. I'd just be like, watch it if you really want to. Like it's not worth. No, never mind. I'm gonna stop myself there. But yeah, but OPM season 2 is okay for now. Man, I really hate just waiting for food to smelt. It's the most annoying fucking shit ever. But I'm liking 1.14 so far, dude. I definitely feel like the villages have been updated to a nice modern day Minecraft standard. I also like the new reinvigoration in the Minecraft community. I definitely feel what brought it down before was toxicity, and by what I mean by that is just like people just using. No, never mind. But what I was about to say was wrong. But there's definitely a very toxic vibe in the Minecraft community. People start to hate on the game for absolutely no reason. I mean, some of it was, okay, not okay, but some of it was, um, needed, I could say, and some of it was a bit too much. Like people saying that the new 1.9 combat would ruin the game, completely ruin the game, and it was the worst change ever to Minecraft. Some people could say that sprinting was the worst change they ever did to Minecraft because it just took away from combat in a sense. You could just hear creepers start to hiss behind you and you just run. It doesn't even have like a chance of blowing you up. Like it could still blow up, but it was no longer creepers were no longer a guaranteed death because you could just run away, right? And some people said that 1.9 was going to be the end of Minecraft and like its golden age. Honestly, I kind of agree. I definitely thought that 1.9 combat was just too slow for what Minecraft's pace was at the time, and just the sudden shift into just slow, monotonous type of combat where you had to click, wait, it wasn't. It was just such a rapid change. Like they didn't introduce anything prior to just ease players into this new style of combat. It was just like, here's a new style of combat. Here's your shield. Like eat it, take it or leave it. And a lot of people did leave, because they thought the new update was trash. But then again, people could just revert to older versions, and servers didn't have to follow the 1.9 combat update. They could have still been on newer versions like 1.9, but there were plugins and other things that allowed a server to use 1.8 combat. Just click, 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 click. I still really like click, 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 click combat, but I can accept 1.9. But definitely, I loved the old combat so much more than I do 1.9 combat. Because like Minecraft's pace is fast, right? Like you see me sprinting around, you see me just like doing all this stuff, mining really fast, blah 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 blah, right? And then just for me to stop and like here, I don't want to do it on a horse. Well, like I just need a mob to spawn in and then I can demonstrate. But like to just be running around at like this speed and then to just stop and go to kill a pig in 3 hits, where before I could keep this pace, like just do this to a pig and it's already dead and I can grab it and run off. Like they made the game slower. I understand why, because people would just like rush through beginning game and just find diamonds and basically already be in end game. But like it was just such a jarring change to suddenly just slow down the game, I definitely feel that that sudden change is what drove some people away from the game, but also kind of brought some people in. But I definitely love the new revitalization of the community and the new just appreciation people have for the game ever since, I don't want to say the F word, but the big F Battle Royale released, I don't want to say the F word on this stream. We don't say that, even though there are videos of the F word on my on my channel. I don't want to say the F word, but when the big F word released and everyone hopped on that and started playing that, I did not like the big F word from the beginning. I really did not enjoy it on launch. On what is it? Like when the big F word got turned into a battle royale. Like, Survive the World was fine, right? Or whatever the fuck it was. I don't even care anymore. But when the battle royale version got released, like it just went to hell, dude. It was so bad. People just started pouring money into the game, like for no reason, just to get cosmetic items, which I still think is insanely stupid. To pay for a free game, to pay for cosmetics in a free game. I understand that they're so cool looking, but the fact that it was in a tier system was the worst. You can't just pay for what you want, right? You have to pay and then earn, which is extremely stupid, because you already earned the money in real life, right? But now you have to go ahead and dedicate hours to this game to go ahead and earn what you paid for? Are you kidding me? That's the stupidest system I've ever heard of. I absolutely hate the tier system. And I don't understand how people are able to keep pouring money into a game like the big F word. But honestly, companies like Epic Games rely on whales for their type of monetization system for free games. But then Apex came out with a battle pass. But still, Apex, a lot of people were clamoring for a battle pass of Apex because they loved the game so much. And then Respawn really slowed down their development cycle and didn't release it. And when they did, everyone was disappointed for no reason, because, I don't know what people expected. They rushed the development studio and then they released it like everyone wanted, and then they were disappointed in what they got. I don't know what people expected by rushing the development studio to try and go ahead and get what they want, instead of letting them go ahead and go through this thing and check it over and over again to make sure that's exactly right, But no, you just gotta go ahead and release it right off the bat and have players be disappointed because they were the ones that wanted it. And you wanted to provide, so you didn't lose players. Honestly, modern gaming studios with their scummy monetization tactics are just hurtful. It's just hurtful. Especially when I can buy a $60 game, a full price game, even a $100 game, $120 game, like Black Ops 4, Call of Duty, a big name, big main franchise that Activision always pushes, and I can pay $60 for that, and then just still pay more money in game to get new weapons, to get new content that should be free. It's insane how people have just completely accepted this new system, but there's still the vocal minority against this kind of system is so small. It's really small, and it's sad because you hear about it all the time, but it's really just a couple thousand, maybe even 1 million players, that are complaining about this kind of system. But the majority of casual players just don't care. The people who play the games, people who play games every day care, but people who just come home from work, throw on a game, or throw on a Netflix show, right, and they just play to play, don't even care anything. They might play a single player game for the story or something, right? But casuals who play multiplayer games, online multiplayer games, just don't care about these kind of monetization systems and usually don't feed into it, so they have no reason to voice their opinion, and they're the majority of consumers who buy these kinds of games, But Activision's not gonna learn, right? Look at EA, right? They released Anthem. They already knew that nobody was gonna like the microtransactions, but they swore on Jah that the ones in Anthem are just gonna be cosmetic, and they were, to be frank. But EA lost focus with Anthem, and BioWare lost focus with Anthem, and then they released this sloppy mess of just boring, bland gameplay and story out to the public, and nobody talks about Anthem anymore. It was so hyped up, it was so just out there, everyone was so excited for it, And then they had that little fiasco where for the PlayStation trailer, it was just the Xbox trailer, right? But then someone poorly edited the video and left the Xbox button maps still on screen while also having the PS4 button maps overlaid over the Xbox button maps, which was, some people could have taken it as a warning for what Anthem would have been. But most people were just haha, funny error. But or like something like that. You know, like nobody really cared. It was just like, oh, dumb mistake. But now you see, Anthem is dead. Nobody talks about it, and nobody cares. Now, for a long time, it's still very true, by the way, what I'm about to say. People have been saying that Overwatch is dead, and it very much is. There's still lots of people that play Overwatch, but the general, like, fun, hyped up community that surrounded it is completely dead. The game's also, like, losing players, and just the whole game, honestly, now that I look back on it, I absolutely loved Overwatch. I still very much do, but the game is just ruined compared to what it was when, like, Ana got released, you know? That was, like, the golden age of Overwatch. Right when Ana got released, it was amazing. Mercy still hadn't been nerfed to all hell. Brigitte still hasn't been released. Doomfist still hadn't been released. You might as well just even throw in Sombra's release. Sombra's release was still really nice. You know, she was a good character. But just what they did, and also the core gameplay philosophy, is just annoying, you know? The game just got so annoying to play. It became less fun and more tedious and like a chore to play. But I still stuck around for a while. I was still there. Until they did add Brigitte. That's when I got mad, basically, you know? She was just such a, not overpowered, just such an insanely annoying character that I just left. I completely gave up once she was released, you know? I just really started to enjoy playing Genji right when Doomfist got released, and it completely killed my fun and my enjoyment of playing Genji instantly when Doomfist got released, because he could just one-shot me. Like, what's the point in playing squishies if someone can just hold down a button, aim in your general direction with his massive hitbox on launch, and just go ahead and knock you into a wall and insta-kill you? Like, yeah, I can't even reflect it or nothing, you know? Like, of course, it's a giant fist coming at you, but, like, still, there's absolutely no way to counter Doomfist. There still basically isn't. And then Junkrat got buffed, one of my mains. I extremely loved playing Junkrat because I played demo main in TF2. And I still have fond memories of TF2, but I don't play anymore. Not as often as I used to. I sometimes hop on a server and do spy 1v1s with Vanilla. But, yeah, no, like, once Doomfist got released and Junkrat got buffed, I enjoyed playing Junkrat for a very long time. Junkrat still, honestly, has been in the same state since. Just a couple nerfs here and there. Reductions to damage, reductions to, like, cooldown times and such. But what the game is now is so far from what it was. And I still haven't talked about the core gameplay philosophy that Blizzard went into their game with, and still uphold, which is, I'm borrowing the words of another person here, of Shammy, and I watched his review of Paladins, and his comparison to Overwatch, and I fully agree with everything that he said in that video, so I'm just gonna, like, rephrase them here. And, like, because I vaguely remember the video, I didn't watch it recently, I watched it a while back, but I'm gonna go ahead and try and paraphrase what he said about it, which is, every hero is made and was made with a specific role in mind and a specific way to be played, while in a game like Paladins, they offer changes to each hero and their core gameplay in fun and interesting ways to make each character have more depth as a playable character, to have more options, compared to Overwatch's just stock one way to play type of design. like, Reinhardt was made to go ahead, throw down a shield, swing his hammer around sometimes, and then knock people out, you know, with Earth Shatter. And then he was also meant to just instantly take out squishies, and that's what Reinhardt does. He can't do much else. You know, he's not meant to go ahead and, like, get launched up in the air by a Pharah, or Farah by a Pharah, you know? Like, he's not meant to do anything else. Then you also have... Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that one character that added. I forgot Orisa was an added character, and that she wasn't just... she didn't come just with the game. Anyway, like, each character and each hero is made to have a specific role. McCree is meant to, like, sit midway between the opponent and you, right? Like, you're supposed to sit midway between the enemy and your team, right? Just pop shots off, get some headshots, do some good damage. If they get up close, you can knock them out, or stun them for a while, and then flare your revolver. And then you're able to just instantly reload and roll away and escape when you're about to die. That's what McCree was made for. He was made to do... He was a DPS character. He was made to do damage, right? But it gets so boring. So insanely boring to keep playing. And just keep playing the same way over and over again. And then when they add characters that completely are unbalanced on release, and then aren't balanced, like, for a while after, the game becomes so incredibly unstable that some people like me just lose complete interest in it and just don't want to play anymore. And that's why I stopped playing Overwatch. I still sometimes hop on one match on PC and just see how I feel playing it and see how teammates are. Because also another big problem with Overwatch was the absolute toxic and horrible community that surrounded it. Like, the game got so bad. But when they added the new endowment system, I was like, that's a good change, like, good for them, because at this point I'd stopped playing. I was just like, good for them, you know, amazing. Like, that's a nice way to curb it. Give players the ability to reward good teammates with XP and such, but I feel like they should make an endowment system. Give you something more than, like, XP. And, like, a good rep, right? They should, just, like, if you get, every time you level up in the endowment system, or every time you get, like, 3, or the majority, like, every time you get 3 endowments from your team or something like that, yeah, like, I don't know. I don't fully know what I'm trying to say right now. But when you get a majority of something with the endowment system, you get a loot box. Like, it's another way to earn loot boxes, right? Now, loot boxes in a game like Overwatch, I can accept, because they're not, like, the cosmetics are completely cool, right? But, like, you don't have to go ahead and buy them. Like, you still have good odds and chances. Like, it's not like, some people may get unlucky, but the chances and the odds for the Overwatch loot boxes don't feel rigged against you all the time. Like, honestly, when I open loot boxes in Overwatch, I feel like the developers are trying to, like, you know, give me the cosmetics. Like, the point of them was to try and actually have my cosmetics. So when they reduced now when they reduced the duplicate rate, it's amazing. And because you barely get things you already have, and when you do, you get, a decent amount of Overwatch coin, or whatever it is. So you can, get another skin that you'd want. And by opening loot boxes and by getting rare duplicates, basically, now, you go ahead and earn in-game currency, which allows you to get the specific skin you want without even having to test the odds. So, it's a better system than a game, like, honestly, loot boxes, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but loot boxes are a much better way to get what you want than a tier system. It sounds very counterintuitive, what I just said. But it's just the way I feel. It's not hard, cold facts and stats. It's just purely the way I feel. Because when I'm opening a loot box, I never know what I'm gonna get, and I don't have to like put in an effort and play well to get what I want. I can just play and earn in-game currency to earn loot boxes, right? But like in a game like Black Ops 4 or Fortnite, where the rate of like the tiers that you get, I understand you can do battle pass challenges to get tiers in Fortnite, but there's no such thing. Well, there is, but it's so insanely slow in Black Ops 4. Like, it's retarded. Hello, new person in chat. Who are you? Oi. Oi, mate. Oi. Yeah, no, but I absolutely hate the tier systems in games like Fortnite. Oh, I can't believe I said it. I actually said the big F word. I said Fortnite. That's crazy. Oi. Oi, mate. I'm gonna fucking kill your entire family with my goddamn kangaroo and boomerang. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know what else to do. I just mean... I don't need an iron fucking shit yet. I'll make a chest plate, why not? Alright. Epic, epic, epic. Now I can start to get gold and redstone. Oh damn it! I just wasted all my iron. I need to make a shield. Fuck! I forgot I have a second hand. Oi oi oi! Ozzy 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 Ozzy. Anyway. But yeah, no. So tier systems in games are horrible. And I feel like loot boxes are honestly, a more secure way. Because, like, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Tier systems were made for filthy casuals who have money to spend on a game that they enjoy. But also made for also made for people who invest, veteran players, there you go. People who invest lots of time into the game, like Ninja. You know, like Ninja Fortnite, ha ha ha. We love Fortnite, we love Fortnite. But like, tier systems are like a way to entice both casuals and veterans, but loot boxes aren't enticing at all, but are still I don't know how I was about to say amazing, but are still a way for both casuals and veterans to earn cosmetics. But veterans feel like they just are not being rewarded for their gameplay, for their time, which I don't understand why people feel entitled to earn things in games for playing them longer. Or for, yeah, like it's such a stupid mentality to play a game like Fortnite and just go, you know what? I put more time into this game than half of the entire player base combined. I should be able to earn more things in this stupid free-to-play game than everyone else. And why do I think that? Because I have more hours in the game. It's like, why? Why do you feel so entitled and just so needy to be rewarded for your gameplay? There's no reason. Sure, like a development studio or game developers put in reward systems to celebrate and congratulate your gameplay, but just because you play more doesn't mean those systems should be tipped into your favor. You know, if I play like the Division 2 every day for like 2 hours, right, and I earn a supply cache or a field proficiency crate, I mean, like I get a field proficiency crate. I'm at level 30 already. I get a field proficiency crate like 2 times Like, not a lot, you know? Why should a person who plays more hours, right? They don't do this, but like then a person with more hours comes along and goes, I play the game 8 hours a day. I live stream it to thousands of people every single day. People who play more or have longer hours should have more things to do and should earn 7 proficiency crates, right? Dude's playing 6 hours more than me. I earn 2 to 3, or like maybe even 4 in those 2 hours, right? And this dude is playing 6 hours more than me, and he wants 7 or 8, right? He doesn't. He just like either want. He just like basically wants double of how many I earn, or he wants more than double, which is a really stupid way of thinking. But it's understandable, and I can understand why people who have more hours would like to be rewarded more. But they shouldn't be completely tipped into a player's completely tipped into that player's favor just because they've played the game longer than me. They shouldn't gain they definitely, as some games do this, they definitely shouldn't gain an advantage over you because you play the game more. There are casual gamers. There are definitely casual gamers, and the biggest audience is casual gamers, not hardcore players or veteran types of players, you know? That's why studios tend to cater towards casual players. And then those veteran players completely just trash on the game once they start to cater towards casual players. A game you shouldn't be entitled, you shouldn't feel entitled to go ahead and have a game be balanced for you just because you play more. You need to understand that the majority of players are casual. They play the game for fun. They don't play the game either as a job or as, you know, as their main hobby that they do when they get home. You know, you can't just completely feel entitled as a veteran gamer to have everything come your way and have everything balanced for you. Sure, games are made for like people like that, right? Like CS:GO is mostly based. No, I'm actually wrong. Never mind. I don't really know. I don't want to completely speak on this topic because I don't fully understand it or know an example of it. But there are games that do balance based on their veteran players and on their pro players. But a majority that I've seen of games that are like competitive online multiplayers usually balance for casual gamers and usually try and go ahead and cater towards that audience because it's the bigger audience compared to veteran players. But like, still then, when you release a game, you should expect people to go ahead and, you know, like if someone really enjoys the game, there are going to be people who really enjoy your game, right? And you might have to cater to them if they are willing to like either pay money or play longer or play more of your future games, more of your future titles, right? You do have to cater towards your veteran audience. I'm not saying completely exclude your veteran audience, but veteran audiences need to go ahead and understand that the majority of players who play games are casual, not exactly like them. They believe that everybody who plays the game has their exact same their exact same thought process and their exact same wants and desires. Hey Terrell, I love you 3000, man. Never stop being you, Terrell. Stay the same. Also, don't leave STEM. It won't be the same without you. Thank you. I love you 3000. Stay and watch the stream for more than 2 minutes this time. You might enjoy some of the topics I talk about while playing Minecraft. I don't know. But yeah. You just typed it again, Terrell. I love you 3000, yeah. Like I said though, you should stick around and watch the stream for more than 2 minutes so you can participate in like a discussion that I may have. Sorry, Motherbot walked in. She's leaving for her class. Terrell, give me a sign of life. Say I love you 3000 again. You've been watching for 3 minutes. That's amazing. Thank you, Terrell. Thank you for the support. Don't forget to like this stream and share it to all your friends, every single one of them. But yeah, do you want to talk about something through chat or whatever? Cause it's dope out here. I've been talking about interesting topics that I think you can relate to, like tier systems in video games, like Fortnite and Black Ops 4, and loot crates, loot boxes, and how they affect people in those types of games. Talk about that, dude. Some people who haven't seen the movie are gonna go ahead and watch the stream. All right, here. I'm going to give a nice forewarning for anybody who watches this back or is tuned in other than Terrell. I'm going to talk about endgame spoilers and the endgame movie, right? So, if you don't want to get spoiled by the movie, go ahead and stop watching now, or go ahead and skip forward like 5-10 minutes or something if you're watching this back after it gets uploaded. Terrell, okay, so yes, Black Widow dies in the movie, Iron Man dies in the movie, Captain America becomes old in the movie, and Gamora comes back from the dead. So, right, Iron Man, when he dies, goes ahead and grabs all the Infinity Stones from Thanos' gauntlet, which he made, by the way. Tony made that gauntlet and put all the Infinity Stones on it, and Tony's just like swoop and grabs them all and then snaps. Yeah, she comes back from the past. She isn't brought back to life, but she is brought back from the past. And something we learned in Endgame is that every time someone is sacrificed for the Soul Stone, or every person who's sacrificed for the Soul Stone, lives inside the Soul Stone. Because when Gamora got sacrificed, and that little world that Thanos went into with the water floor or whatever is inside the Soul Stone. And at the end of the movie, at Tony Stark's funeral, Scarlet Witch, she has a connection to the Infinity Stones because of Vision, and she's powerful enough to be able to destroy them, so she has a connection to them. But she talks about how she Black Widow is happy, and how she says she's happy, how Black Widow says she's happy. So you're able to, that she has a connection to the Soul Stone, and that's how you learn that people who are sacrificed for the Soul Stone live inside of it. That's how you know, which is really cool and really interesting. We also get a confirmation that every time you snap your fingers, like Thanos did, you run the risk of dying. And basically, the gauntlet that you were wearing when you snapped your fingers gets destroyed. Which is crazy. Thor becomes fat, which is funny, because fat for funny. I love you 3000 is a line that Tony Stark's daughter says in the movie. And at the beginning of the movie, the Avengers go ahead, with Captain Marvel, go ahead, find Thanos, slaughter him in their present. They kill Thanos in their timeline, or in their present, and motherfucking, what is it? Oh yeah, Thanos, they find out that Thanos has destroyed all the Infinity Stones in their present, and that, is it? What the hell? Terrell, what was it? Come on, help me out here, bud. What is it? What do we learn? What do we learn from Thanos? We learned that the Infinity Stones can be destroyed by each other, and that, he did that. What else did we learn when he was there? We learned something else when they went to go kill him. Oh, I remember. There's a 5-year time skip after they kill Thanos. After they kill Thanos, there's a 5-year time skip, and that's how Tony Stark is able to have a daughter, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. Also in the movie, in Avengers Endgame, they figure out time travel, thanks to Tony Stark and Ant-Man, because Ant-Man at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp was inside the quantum realm, and then all his Hope, Hank, and the wife, Hank's wife, got dusted, right? So they couldn't pull him out. But when Scott comes out of the quantum realm, he wanders around for a while, figures stuff out, and then eventually he finds Cap and Black Widow, right? And that what is it? He figures out. He tells them that when he was in the quantum realm, 5 years was actually 5 hours. So he was, he barely felt time in there, which is crazy and super cool. And then they also, I fucking hate that Marvel started doing this with their trailers. But ever since Infinity War, ever since Ragnarok's trailer, they start editing out things that are like super important, or not super important, but things from the movie. Like in Endgame's first trailer, you know how at the end Ant-Man shows up and he's like, "Hey guys, it's me, Ant-Man. Remember from the airport or whatever?" And then, Steve Rogers goes, "Is this a new message?" or whatever. You know how he says that? And you know how Black Widow was still in her blonde hair in the trailer? Well, turns out when he says, "Oh hell, Ravages." We're talking about Endgame spoilers here, so if you haven't seen Endgame, you might go ahead and leave. Now I'm gonna continue now. But when Ant-Man talks about, when the part of the trailer where Ant-Man talks to the camera, Black Widow still has her blonde hair, right? And Black Widow still has her blonde hair. In the actual movie, that's after the time skip, and that's 5 years later, because fucking Marvel didn't want to reveal that they figured out. Okay, because they didn't want to show in the trailer that they figured out time travel and that Scott was in there for 5 years instead of, he was in there for 5 hours and not a whole 5 years, which is kind of crazy that they started editing their trailers to go ahead and protect people from learning things they shouldn't. I should smelt my gold and my iron. I have so much of it. It's taking up inventory space as ore. Alright, peace Terrell. I love you 3000. Go ahead and watch One Punch Man. It's really good. This first season is really good, but then the second season is okay. It's mediocre compared to the first season. Ravages, I'm not going to join your world, by the way. This is just like a solo playthrough that I'm streaming for friends. But yeah. Bye, Terrell. Still don't know where I still need to figure out where to build a house, and also what kind of house I want to build. Still not completely sure. Huh. I don't know if I want to build it out of spruce wood or just find a nice oak forest to build in. Plains biome, taiga biome, I don't even know. We'll all figure it out on a whim. I think I'm going to end the stream once I build a house. I don't know how long I've been streaming, but I'm getting kind of bored here. I know I said I wanted to get all the way back up to the nether. But mining, I don't want to stream myself just mining forever without really having anything to talk about. So I might just build a little hole in the wall or build like a house. And then just pause the stream or end the stream there. Oh fuck, foxes. Look at the foxes. Oh dude, they're running away from me. That's amazing. Oh, it's so cute, dude. I love the foxes. I need to find berry bushes so I can go ahead and domesticate them. Even though they're completely useless right now, they're fucking cute as shit, and I can't even tame them, so they can't even follow me around. I just have to gradually domesticate them, which is really annoying. A really stupid system. Who the fuck's a polar bear? Totem pole. Totem emoji. Alright, you know what? I really don't want to keep playing. I really want to keep playing. This looks like a nice little spot to, like, build a house or dig a hole into the wall. So, oh, that's a snow fox. Look at it. Did you see it fucking jump just now? Oh, dude, I love those things. Alright, I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time so you can find out the conclusion to this amazing story. Thanks, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to like and share this stream with all your friends and everyone that you know ever. Alright. Thanks. Bye.